Righty, I'm going to call the meeting to order. We're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. You all please rise.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mary, can we have a roll call, please?
Joe?
Here.
Cindy?
Here.
Dave?
Here.
Dennis? Frank? Nancy?
Here.
Sue?
Here.
All present.
Thank you. Previous minutes.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes for November 16, 2015 with any changes or corrections.
Support.
We have a motion to support. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Bills. Notice the bills.
I'd like to make a motion to pay the bills in the total of $13,644.01.
Support.
We have a motion, we have support. Do we have any discussion on the bills?
I have a question. The two senior center items in the lower part of the list, those are for the one lighting project?
Yes.
Yep. Those are the CDBG.
Yeah, the bottom one, Frank, the 408, there was one where there was a short in the line that when they turned some of the lights on, it would glow the breaker. That's what that extra 408 is at the bottom line, the very last line. To repair that as well.
Any more discussion? Hearing none, I need a roll call vote, please.
Cindy?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Dennis?
Yes.
Frank?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
Joe?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Any additions or changes to the agenda? I have none. Okay. Correspondence. Sherry.
We have three. I got one later this afternoon. The first one is from Comcast, letting us know that due to increases that they incurred programming and other business costs, effective January 1st, 2016, new prices will apply to select Xfinity TV services and equipment. And the second correspondence is a letter from the Senior Center Advisory Board endorsing Lois Clymer. And the third correspondence is also from Comcast. It's just for informational. It states that the WSMH Comet channel number 298 is now available on the limited basic channel lineup. That is it.
Thank you. Now is the time we set aside for a public comment. Come up to the podium, please state your name and your address. You know the procedure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Stella Dewar, 3323 Field Road. Still having troubles remembering that. One of these days I'll remember my address. Of course, it's about the senior center. This is just my opinion. I'm not asking for, questions per se for you to answer. But I think it's kind of bad when one assistant director is out of town and you hire another one. And then when she comes back, so you can only work 10 hours a week. We're giving the other lady 10 hours a week. And I looked in your budget. You have it as assistant director. That's one. Now, I don't know in your employee booklet, do you list more than 3 paid employees? Because actually that adds up to 4. If you have your director, your first assistant director, and your second assistant director, and your janitor. This board is always complaining that center costs them so much money. Really, we could use 2 assistant directors, 20 hours each, to keep that place running. But you know, you have no money. We know that, we've heard it many times. But you've got to realize that this is tearing the center apart, this controversy over this whole thing. And it's not going to get any better unless you guys come there and talk. And I'm not talking about Sue coming to talk. I'm talking about every single one of you coming in there and talking to the people. Find out what they're feeling. I don't want to hear, well, we hear from this one or that one. You're not going to find out what's going on there. I've tried talking to you people before about the senior center. Oh, I'm picking on people. No, I'm not picking on people. I'm telling you what's going on. But you don't want to listen to me. Maybe if you'd go down there and listen to ordinary people that are there, they will tell you what's going on. But they're to the place where they're about ready to walk. And I don't want to see that senior center go downhill. I want it to stay here. I want it to grow. I want it to be the best thing in this township. And it's going to take you people and the board down there, the director and all the other volunteers to make it that way. And you've got to remember that. Thank you.
Thank you, Stella.
And I'm sorry I gotta leave. It's
I'm
not-
sorry.
I'm sorry, too.
No, I've got a Santa workshop to get back to.
Okay, thank you
I'm
again,
earning
Stella.
money tonight.
Thank you for allowing me to address the board tonight. My name is Louis Bryan, Louis, Bryan, Bryan. I live at 11033 Maple Run Boulevard, in mid-Michigan's most unique manufactured home community. I know it's a Now, when I first came over and made a complaint, I was told a trailer is a trailer. And the state of Michigan is true, because they can get 6% sales tax when you go to buy it. Some people think that a modular home is a trailer park. It is not. A modular home is approved by HUD. I think you all know what HUD is, which you can get loans. A single wide you cannot. When I bought this home 16 and a half years ago, I could have probably bought right next to most of you, almost as cheap. With the tax, I paid $82,000 for this home. It's unique. It's the highest priced one there at that time, but there's no cheap homes in there. Any one of those homes that's in that park could be put next to any one of your homes, because it's, as long as we went by the building code. This is what I got into. Home requirements. All homes shall be new unless otherwise approved. Minimum floor size is 26 by 44. This is 1999. In 2005, we have a revision. Manufactured home requirements. No single section home will be permitted. Now, like I said, there's no cheap homes in there. There's some more reasonably priced. Most of us on a fixed income that lives there, and we do have, the reason why I bought in there was because children weren't allowed. It's an integrated community. It's a very nice single wide, and the guy said, well, I do what I want because I'm a new owner, I can change the rules. I read his rules. He left that little part out that said he couldn't put a single wide in there. But we're in there because it is a unique place, and we keep it. And I've got, every month I get a letter, a thank you letter from the community center telling me how nice I keep my place. I wash my house every year with a power washer. I keep all my, everything trimmed and cut. I'm proud of it because I did pay a lot of money for it. My wife wanted, and I said, this is where we're going to live until we go to the cemetery. She's already there. I'm looking forward to it. But I'm looking forward to having a good community until then. And I'm asking you people to help us to stop this from putting it in. Now, I know a lot about this community, a lot more than most of you people do. Mr. Fuller knows me. I was chairman of the planning commission here for 12 years. I was on for 15. When they came in here, it was all, never will be anything but modulars. You cannot put a single wide in there. It's right in these records. And I'll be glad to give you, and I'm not blowing any smoke, right here's my sales slip that I paid with tax, $82,479. That's a lot of money to pay on a modular home, and then I pay rent on top of that. These people are so grateful to us. They've been there a year and a half. Last year they they raised their rate $10. This year they thought, well, we can do 10. This year they're going to do 15. We've never had more than one raise every 4 years. But I'm asking you to help us out and keep our community, and there's other people here that like to talk. I thank you for listening.
Louis, hold on a second. Will you be available tomorrow at 1 o'clock to see me?
Pardon me?
Will you be available tomorrow at 1 o'clock to stop in and see me?
1 o'clock? I could come.
I'd be happy to talk to you about it then. You're moving real slow.
You're doing it for the whole thing? I mean, that's, we're all from that area.
But if you're all from that, I'd be happy to have you all come in at 1 o'clock tomorrow and talk to me about it.
Yeah, with 1 o'clock.
My name is Edward Ullery. I live at 11039 Aspen Lane West. When I moved into the manufactured housing community, it does say unique community. It was a unique community. They were all 2, 3-bedroom homes. Very nice. Now they're bringing in this single wide. I've never been inside it. I don't want to go inside it. I'd like the damn thing removed. Simply because it's going to affect every home in that community. Our home property value will go down. I'm not prejudiced against anybody. We have blacks, Hispanics, white. We have older people, like myself. And in this question and answer thing that I received when I moved in, they have right in here, that there'll never be a trailer brought in. It's a manufactured community. The laws were changed in 1976. The unregulated trailers at that time and mobile homes are no longer allowed to be built. Well, we don't want something in there that's going to bring down our values, because this is probably going to be our last home. Well, they sold the place a couple of years after we lived here. They resold it to another. One of them was supposed to be a company in Canada that bought it. I'm sick and tired of these Canadians. They got the garbage dump out here in Montrose, and they're making a ton of money. But it's affecting us, and we're part of your community. And I've heard so many people down here. We've got a person that goes around, a zoning commissioner, don't we? And he's got an assistant, right? A female? Okay, well, the female's telling one story, and the guy that's the zoning commissioner is telling a different story. She says she's talked to the company that owns it. She says that they can change the rules to what they want. The commissioner has been noted as saying, well, if they put it on there, we'll have to come down and tell them take it down at their expense. Who knows what's going on here? Anybody? Can anybody make a statement to cover that?
No. You're
Well,
bringing information to us right now,
yes, sir.
so we haven't had the opportunity that you have to examine what's going on.
I've
Whether
just
the
my
building
bills.
official has done it or not. So at 1 o'clock tomorrow, I think we'll probably get to the bottom of this. It'll be something that'll take some examination on my part. So will you be at the meeting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Edward, thanks.
Thank you.
Are we all going to talk about the same thing?
I'm just going to reiterate. My name's Rob Reddick. I live at 2076 Hickory Lane.
You might have to go slower on the name.
Okay. Rob Reddick. R-E-D-I-C-K.
Thank you.
Just to kind of reiterate, I own, most of these people that sit here own, there's a couple rental trailers in there, right? Yeah, there's quite a few rental trailers, or not, I shouldn't say trailers, but rental homes in there, okay? For the most part, it's a great community. I would have moved there if I didn't think so. I'm invested, these guys invested, and that's what we're saying. The renters, they probably don't really care too much, but the rest of us that own and still pay rent and still pay taxes, we don't want to see this coming there and bring it down any lower. It's a beautiful community. We have our kids that run around the streets quite a bit, but no one gets hurt. It's a nice place to walk at any time of the year. And I think that's what these people are trying to say. We want to keep our property values up because they plan on being there for a while. I think if we start letting single wides in there, it kind of turns into, say, Highlands, maybe Indian Hills. I don't know if you guys have been through there in a while. Highlands was a very, very beautiful trailer park. They had single wides. Well, it's kind of gone downhill now. And that's what we don't want to happen in our community. We got enough trailer parks that are in the area that are kind of low rent, if you will. And to be honest, God, if I couldn't afford to live where I live, that's probably where I'd be living. But I have a daughter, and I'm still raising my daughter, so that's where we chose to live. So that's all I got to say.
Thank you.
No, thanks.
Okay, so tomorrow, whoever's going to show up, of the three of you so far, somebody has to bring cookies, I'll have the coffee.
All if it's good news.
It'll give us some time to examine what's going on in that area. Young lady, would you like to say something?
I'm coming.
Oh, okay.
I'll bring the fudge.
Okay, then one more.
Okay. Hi, my name is Deanna Bellinger, and I live at 505 Boulder Lake, Oxford, Michigan. I am the community manager there, and I try to represent the residents as best as I can. However, I do have a corporate office to answer to. I would like some answers myself because it is very difficult supplying answers to the residents who pay to live there. I'd like to give them the right answers. I have received 2 different answers, like Mr. Ulrich said, from 2 different people at this township office. I'm also receiving information from my corporate office saying that they are getting the okay from somebody here to set the home. This makes it very difficult for me to do my job on a daily basis, so I would like to be there at 1 o'clock as well to know my next step and the correct step, so that's it.
Okay, thank you. We're gonna have a party at 1 o'clock. Hopefully, we can come to a conclusion, if not the start of a conclusion. Thank you all for your comments. You don't have to leave, there's still more business we have with us. Okay, new business. Public hearing, 2016 fiscal year budgets. Cindy?
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to open the public hearing at 5:50. The public hearing is, well, I guess I need a second on that motion.
I'll support.
So the motion and support. Any discussion on the public hearing? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Cindy?
Okay, the public hearing is now open for public comments regarding Vienna Township's 2016 fiscal year budget. And if any of you in public comment would like to make comments, as in our public comment, just go to the podium, state your name and your address, please. Okay, do I hear any public comment? Any public comment? Any public comment? So hearing no further public comment, I'd like to make a motion to close the public hearing at 5:52.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Any more discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Number 2, 2016 fiscal year budgets. We have 9 of them to individually approve. First one is the general fund budget.
I would like to make a motion to approve the general fund budget as presented.
Support.
I have a motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Frank?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
Joe?
Yes.
Cindy?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Dennis?
Yes.
Motion approved.
The next item we have is the building inspection fund.
I would like to make a motion to accept the building inspection fund budget for year 2016 as presented.
Support.
I have a motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Nancy?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
Joe?
Yes.
Cindy?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Dennis?
Yes.
Frank?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item 3, medical retirement fund.
I would like to make a motion to accept the medical retirement fund budget for year 2016 as presented.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Sue?
Yes.
Joe?
Yes.
Cindy?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Dennis?
Yes.
Frank?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, we have the senior center fund.
I would like to make a motion to approve the senior center fund budget for year 2016 as presented.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Joe?
Yes.
Cindy?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Dennis?
Yes.
Frank?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next item, community development fund.
I would like to make a motion to approve community development fund budget for year 2016 as presented.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Cindy?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Dennis?
Yes.
Frank?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
Joe?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next item, sewer fund.
I would like to make a motion to accept the sewer fund budget for year 2016 as presented.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call,
Yes.
Dennis.
Yes.
Frank.
Yes.
Nancy.
Yes.
Sue.
Yes.
Joe.
Yes.
Cindy.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next item, water fund.
I would like to make a motion to accept the water fund budget for year 2016 as presented.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. Can I have a roll call, please?
Dennis.
Yes.
Frank.
Yes.
Nancy.
Yes.
Sue.
Yes.
Joe.
Yes.
Cindy.
Yes.
Dave.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next item, sanitation fund.
I would like to make a motion to accept the sanitation fund budget for year 2016 as presented.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Frank.
Yes.
Nancy.
Yes.
Sue.
Yes.
Joe.
Yes.
Cindy.
Yes.
Dave.
Yes.
Dennis.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next item, capital projects fund.
I would like to make a motion to accept capital projects fund budget for year 2016 as presented.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Nancy.
Yes.
Sue.
Yes.
Joe.
Yes.
Cindy.
Yes.
Dave.
Yes.
Dennis.
Yes.
Frank.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you much. We've approved the 2016 fiscal year budget. Next, we have the 2016 BDA budget, which you had last week. Any questions on it? Hearing none, I'll look for a motion to approve it.
Make a motion that we approve the budget.
I have a motion for the BDA budget. Do I have support?
Support.
I have a motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Sue.
Yes.
Joe.
Yes.
Cindy.
Yes.
Dave.
Yes.
Dennis.
Yes.
Frank.
Yes.
Nancy.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next item, 2015 BDA budget adjustments.
I will make a motion to approve the budget adjustments for the 2015 BDA.
Second? I second.
I have a motion and support. Any discussion on the 2015 BDA budget adjustments?
I do, actually. I just want to say, I think there are some questions about how the budget has been presented in the past, and how things have been done. I think this is probably going to be the last time this will happen. It'll be the last time it will happen with my vote of getting a budget. I think we need to pay much closer attention to how the budget is presented, how the adjustments are made throughout the year, and what they're going for. And I think we just need to be, we need to steer that BDA to have all that information up front with a little more clarity. So when we look at it, it makes much more sense to us. Our budget's pretty clear. I would just like to see theirs be that
Full
straightforward.
transparency. Okay, thank you. Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Joe.
Yes.
Cindy.
Yes.
Dave.
Yes.
Dennis.
Yes.
Frank.
Yes.
Nancy.
Yes.
Sue.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 5, resolution 1205-1517, supervisor compensation.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt resolution 12-05-15-17, supervisor's salary.
Support.
With a motion and support, any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Dave.
Yes.
Dennis.
Yes.
Frank.
Yes.
Nancy.
Yes.
Sue.
Yes.
Joe.
Yes.
Cindy.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item 6, resolution 1205-1518, 2016 clerk compensation.
I would like to make a motion to adopt resolution 12-05-15-18, 2016 clerk compensation.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Dennis.
Yes.
Frank.
Yes.
Nancy.
Yes.
Sue.
Yes.
Joe.
Yes.
Cindy.
Yes.
Dave.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item 7, Resolution 1205-15-19, 2016 Treasurer Compensation.
I would like to make a motion to accept Resolution 1205-15-19.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Frank,
Yes.
Nancy,
Yes.
Sue,
Yes.
Joe,
Yes.
Cindy,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Dennis.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item 8, Resolution 1205-15-20, 2016 Trustee Compensation.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt Resolution 12-05-15-20, 2016 Trustee Compensation.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Nancy,
Yes.
Sue,
Yes.
Joe,
Yes.
Cindy,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Dennis,
Yes.
Frank.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item 9, 2016 Employee Compensation.
I'd like to make a motion to approve 2016 employee compensation as presented.
Support.
I have a motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Sue,
Yes.
Joe,
Yes.
Cindy,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Dennis,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
Nancy.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item 10, CD BG 2016 Public Service Funds Allocation. Cindy, please.
In our last meeting, just to give you a real quick reason why this is back on here, the last meeting we talked about the additional public service funds that will come to Vienna Township equally over the next 3 years. And we talked of a couple of different areas where we could use it. We did not give an allocation at that meeting, so that's what we need to do. So what I'd like to do at this point is make a motion to allocate 100% of the 2016 public service funds to the senior center operations.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Joe,
Yes.
Cindy,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Dennis,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
Nancy,
Yes.
Sue.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item 11, Resolution 1205-15-21, 2015 Tax Reverted Properties. David.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt Resolution 12-05-15-21 for 2015 tax reverted properties.
Second.
We have a motion and support. Any discussion on the 2015 tax reverted properties? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Cindy,
No.
Dave,
No.
Dennis,
No.
Frank,
No.
Nancy,
No.
Sue,
No.
Joe.
No.
Motion failed.
Thank you. At this time, we have reserved time for public comment. Do we have any public comment? Hearing none. Board comment.
I have one thing. The passing the budgets is a big deal. One, I want to thank everybody for taking the time to look at them, but mostly I want to thank Sherry for putting this together, as she does every year, and how complete and simplified this is to make our jobs really easy. I know Joe had some input this year, which was a nice breath of fresh air to get some input, but Sherry really does put this together and does a spectacular job. So thank you, Sherry.
You're welcome.
Any other board comment besides myself?
I'd like to make one.
Yes, Sue.
I just hope that the issues at the senior center can be understood by the members of the senior center and the board. And another thing is with that mobile home park, I don't think the board has any authority, if I remember right, over the regulation of it.
The concerns I have, as long as we're in board comment, are that it is private property with their own restrictions. The only thing they have to adhere to is tap-in fees and water usage. And I do think that there would be a time for explanation of that, and that's why I'm hoping that at 1 o'clock tomorrow, I can at least help everybody understand that a little better.
Right.
But I'll get some background on it, but thank you for the input there. That was what I was going to talk about, board comment.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. And you brought it up, and I think it's important for all of us to understand that it is a private, where they do not own the lots. And they're not here right now. This is a public meeting, and tomorrow at 1 o'clock, hopefully we can at least remedy some of their fears or acknowledge some of the options that they have available. Any other board comments?
I have none.
Okay. Thank you for your service. Our next meeting will be December 21st in this room at 5:30. Thank you.
Maybe he's really focused.
Hey, Michael. Michael. Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach
likes
your
you.
kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.